Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we have an exciting tutorial for you. We'll be diving deep into one of Excel's most powerful and widely used functions, VLOOKUP. Let's start with the basics. VLOOKUP stands for vertical lookup. It's an Excel function that allows you to search for a value in the first column of a range and then return a corresponding value in the same row from another column. Now, let's look at the formula syntax of VLOOKUP. The VLOOKUP formula starts with an equal to, then the term VLOOKUP, open bracket, and the first value will be the value which you will be looking for. The second value will be the place where you want to look the value for. The third value will be the column number or the index of the column from which table we are taking the data from. And the fourth value will either take true or false or 1 or 0. Where true and 1 stands for approximate match and 0 and false stand for exact match. Now, let's look at how to use this formula with this example. We have a dataset which contains the name of students, their gender, age, section, the marks in science, English, history, maths, and their final percentages. We have to find the final percentages of these students from this table. Select this, write equal to, then the term VLOOKUP, open bracket. As you can see below, it's asking for the lookup value, which means the value that we are looking for in the other table. So in this case, it will be the name of the student, that is Lemmy. So select this cell, write comma, and then you can see it's asking for the table array, which means the table from where we will be taking the data from. So this is the table that we're taking the data from. So select this, press comma, but before going forward, select this table and press the F4 key. This will fix the table. I'll tell you later why we need to fix this table. Let's carry on with the formula first. Then the third value is the column index. It is the column number in the table from which you want to retrieve the data. So we want the final percentage. So what is the index number of final percentage in that table? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we will write 9. Then again comma. And in this case, we want to find an exact match. So we will either write 0 or false. Let's write 0 for this example. And then close the bracket and press enter. You can see that we have got the marks of Lemmy. And if you check with this column, it's 94.25. Now, if you just double click on it, it will fill it for the rest of the students. So this is how VLOOKUP is done. Now, let me show you what will happen if we don't fix the table. So let's delete these values below. And in this formula, let's remove the absolute reference. Press enter. And now when we copy the formula below, you can see that the value of Brownie is now showing error. So if you look at the formula of Lemmy, you can see that the table value is A18 to I18. When we go down, it is changing relatively with the position. So by the time we reach Brownie, we see that the table starts from A12, which is this place. So below that we don't have the name for Brownie. So that's why it's showing error. So to fix that, we have to make sure to freeze the table. And how should we do it? Let's just delete these cells. And in this formula, we'll just select this one and press F4 to absolute reference or freeze this table. And then press enter. And now when we copy the formula, the value of the table will remain fixed. You can see in the formula bar, it's remaining the same. So this is how you can perform VLOOKUP in Excel. Now, let's talk about some pros and cons of VLOOKUP. Starting with the pros, VLOOKUP is relatively easy to understand and use, making it accessible for users with varying levels of Excel expertise. VLOOKUP can save time when looking up information across large datasets as it eliminates the need for manual searching. If the underlying data in the VLOOKUP table changes, VLOOKUP can automatically reflect those changes, making it a dynamic and efficient tool. For example, if I change the marks of maths of Lemmy from 90 to say 95, You can see that its final percentage changes here as well as it changes here. So it gets dynamically updated. Now let's talk about cons. VLOOKUP may experience performance issues when dealing with very large datasets, as it can slow down calculations, especially in older versions of Excel. One of the biggest cons of VLOOKUP is that it only returns the first matching result. If there are multiple occurrences of the lookup value, it will only return the value from the first matching row. In this example, we can see that we have two students by the same name, Dania. That's in row number 11 and in row number 18. But they both belong to different age groups and different sections. But we see that when we perform VLOOKUP, we get the first matching value of Dania, that is 52.75. And the second value, that is of the second Dania, that is 31%, it's been ignored in this table. So this is one of the biggest flaw of VLOOKUP. And while working with larger data sets which have duplicate values, you have to be extra careful and check them to make sure that you have got the data correctly. This concludes our in-depth guide on mastering VLOOKUP in Excel. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more Excel tutorials, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.